Consecrate me now to thy service, Lord. By the power of your grace divine, my soul looks up with a steadfast hope, and my will be lost in thine. Create within me a clean heart, and renew the right spirit within me. Then let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. Amen. Everybody wants a blessing, because in life we have to always continually be living through a crisis. Yes, it doesn't make any difference who you are, how spiritual you are. You and I are going to have some crisis in our lives. And you're going to have something that you're going to be able to hold on to. I'm just going to tell you from this pericope today that it's going to take more than just coming to church. It takes more than just hanging around somebody who say that they love the Lord. You can be caught in a crowd and yet still be lonely. You can be caught in a crowd and still never address the issues that bother you. We live in a time where the people find themselves gathering in large crowds, but yet we continue to see people that do not have a testimony that they have been blessed and their burdens have been lifted, and that they are able to say that I know that the Lord is able to deliver. And so this pericope today says that everybody wants a blessing. So how do you get that, Cunningham? Is that what you're asking, Carter? It says that when Jesus crossed over on the other side, he said a great multitude gathered to him, and he was down by the sea. And said this brother, Jairus, which was a member of the synagogue of the religious group, came looking for him and earnestly appealed to him that you come over. And how you doing, Wendell? Bless your spirit. Come over and to my house, because my daughter is sick. And she's at the point of death. And the big book says that all of these people was around him, but Jesus went with him. I think we ought to say this if we get ready to go. It doesn't make any difference how much money you have, what your education accomplishments are, and what your resume looks like. You are going to have issues. You can argue with me all day long. And the reason why I said that, Jairus was one of the synagogue, one of the elite of his community, but he needed help that he couldn't find nowhere else but with the Lord. Can I get a word? And he come and he personally made an appeal to the Lord. Can I get a witness? So let's go and close this out. You can't send somebody else. And you can't rely on somebody else doing it. You're going to have to humble yourself and come to the Lord. Your wife can't do it. Your children can't do it. Those that are part of your civic concentric circle can't do it. You might be in the same fraternity or the sorority, but you're going to have to come to the Lord for yourself. And sometimes the more you get and the more prestige that you have and the more positionally you're situated, it becomes harder and harder for people to humble themselves and come to the Lord. But when you look at Mark is a book that is the shortest of the gospel, but it's a book that's always moving. It's always moving. It's like a movie camera. You're just going from one scene to another. In fact, he used a straight way, and immediately about 40 times in this little book, he's always moving from one dynamic experience to another. And we ought to like Mark, for Mark don't say what Jesus said. Mark allows you to see what Jesus did. And so he's leaving, and all these people around him, and he's moving, and here comes this woman that has this illness with a blood issue. And the big book said the sister done spent all of her money, all of her health insurance. What about that? Oh, and what it was so sad, Sister Patricia, the doctors couldn't do any good. She had been to the best physician. We ain't hating on the physician. The doctors only can do so much. Can I get away with it? And what moved me, and it's a seven readers sometimes, it said that can you feel her? It said that she had gone, went through all the tests, but it was such a disturbing thing that it said, and it just kept getting worse. But she heard that Jesus was in town, and she said, if I could just get over there. But see, all these other people was around them, and all these other people, they act like they needed a blessing, but they wasn't doing nothing but blocking blessing. And she pushed her way through, nudged her way through, inched her way through. Y'all like me trying to get through them seats. They kept on moving. I just want to say this. This is one thing. You got to put this in your note. Listen to this. When you come to a place where that nobody else seemingly can help you, this is it. You've got to decide that you're going to survive even against the odds. You've got to determine within your spirit that they said that it couldn't be done, but you've got to believe that some way, somehow, I'm going to do it. You have to make up your mind that even though that the doctor said that you won't get healed and that you don't have any more money to go to anywhere, we got this thing now, Brother Don, always a second opinion. Ain't that right? There were some people that said, Brother Don, why you don't go over to regional? Yeah. You work in the industry up there in Louisville. Why don't you go on up there to Jewish? Let them pop it over. But he said, I'm going. You're going to have to make up your mind. That's right. That she has made, they said there ain't nobody can help you. And there is a difference. Carter, when you don't have any insurance. That's right. When you're broke, people don't want to be bothered. That's right. And she had spent all of her money. But you got to listen to this. I'm getting ready to go. You've got to, as an individual, say that even though all these other people are around, and she was an outcast, because she was a Jew, and if you had a blood issue, you weren't even supposed to be in the public. But she made up her mind that she was going to get it, and that she hung on in there, and she went all the way. And I said in my notes, you've got to have it within your spirit that no matter what comes or what goes, that you've got to believe that the Lord will make a way. When a crisis hit, we can allow our emotions to get the best of us. We can decide that not only will we live through it, but we will also grow. And you have to say to yourself, and sometimes write it down, and to affirm it every day, that I will persevere. Can I get away with it? I said you have to write it down. You have to say it to yourself over